Hey guys, it's Drea. So today I have a video for you which is basically a follow-up to a haul. So this is kind of like I hauled it, but did I like it? Did I hate it? Did I love it? I'll link the original video below. It was my Ulta haul for when I actually took a trip down to the States and was able to go to an Ulta for the very first time because there are no Ultas up here in Canada. By the way, side note, I tried ordering from Ulta online to ship to Canada. It was the worst online shopping experience I have ever had. It took them over a month of back and forth to basically tell me your order's canceled. And it was like a $400 order because I wanted to do a big haul for you guys. And it just left such a bad taste in my mouth. Their customer service was the worst that I have ever dealt with online. So I'm not going to be trying that again. But if I am ever able to make it down to an Ulta physical store, I will definitely buy more stuff from them. Okay, so let me jump into what I bought from Ulta. There was also some Walmart and Sephora stuff in this haul too, but most of it was my US stuff. So first of all, I had purchased the Laura Geller Gilded Honey highlight. This is the highlight that I'm wearing right now. It's a very gold highlight. The packaging isn't really anything to speak of. Considering the very high price tag on this, you would think they could maybe do packaging a little bit nicer than just this, because this is pretty cheap and I could see this breaking very easily. I do love the way this is kind of like swirled around. I'm sure you've seen this highlight a lot. It's just a very intense gold highlight. I think I was able to sheer it out a little bit on my cheeks. I've worn it a few times. To be honest, I think this is one of those products where when it first came out, it was like the only thing like it, and so it got a lot of hype. But since then, there have been lots of amazing gold highlights. I myself own probably a couple dupes for this. So, you know, it is what it is. It's a very pretty product, but do I think it's completely worth it? Definitely not if you already own stuff like this. If you have no golden highlights, by all means, you know, this is a very good one, but it's just one of those things where it's been duplicated so many times that the original is kind of not as exciting anymore. From Makeup Revolution, this is the Vivid Baked Blush. I already own one of these and I really like it. I've recommended these to you guys on my channel so many times. Now, my other one is in great condition, but this one has actually completely separated from the pan. So it just kind of broke off. Now it's still usable as long as I'm careful when I use it. So it's not fun though dealing with a product that is broken like that. And side note, this is pretty much the exact same packaging as the Laura Geller highlight. But these blushes are so pretty. They're just very subtle, a little bit buildable, but you don't have to worry about it being over pigmented when you first go in with it. And they do have a natural sheen to them, so you could definitely wear them without a highlight and just look like a healthy flush on your cheeks. Next thing was this, and to be honest, I haven't even worn this. I figured I need to wear this. It's what I'm wearing right now. It's the first time I'm wearing it because I don't normally wear vampy lips like this. It's kind of rare, but it's okay for the fall. This is what the actual shade of lipstick looks like. Let me say what it is. This is the Tattoo Junkie Velvet Lip Paint and Effects. It's in the shade Rebel. This was in their checkout when I was checking out. I thought it'd be really cool to try. So this is the actual lip paint that comes with it. It looks like a very warm brick red in the tube, but it dries a little bit deeper than that. But really what you're seeing on my lips is the effect, the velvet effect, which all it really is a loose pigment eyeshadow. And it's kind of a deep, pretty metallic burgundy. And the idea is you let this dry, you put it on top, and you get this effect, which it's a very pretty color. It's not transferring, like, even the eyeshadow part, well, the pigment is kind of coming off if I rub it. When I first applied this, it went on very patchily. So if you're thinking, oh, maybe I can just wear this by itself, it didn't really look all that great. So you really have to want the effect portion of it. But you could really do this with any liquid lipstick and any eyeshadow pigment. So it's not like it's some special type of product. It's just that they packaged it in a very convenient way. And will I use this a whole lot more? Probably not. You know, like I said, it was in the checkout. It was impulse buy. I probably won't wear this very often because it's just not my jam. but it's okay. If it's your jam, you'd probably love it a lot. The next thing is this. This is from Model's Own. It's the Runway Foundation. This is a matte oil-free foundation. This is in the shade Bisque 2. It's just a squeezy tube, which the packaging is nothing to write home about. This is a very, very thick, moussey foundation. It is mattifying. It will keep you matte very long, but it's very cakey. So you have to be careful you don't go overboard. Like, I would use a beauty blender to apply as opposed to a brush, because it's full coverage either way. And with the beauty blender, it kind of shears it out a little bit more. It's still very full coverage, but it's just not, you're getting a little bit less product, so it's not as cakey with a sponge. So I do like that. It's definitely not my favorite because of the cake factor, but if I'm wearing it like in pictures, it looks really pretty. In person though, it kind of looks a little bit like heavy face makeup, so just be really careful about that. I bought 2 pairs of lashes while I was there. They're both Ardell lashes. I have used both of them and I haven't fully cleaned them, so excuse them when I show you. This one here is Ardell 250, which originally I thought they were going to be way too much for me because you could tell they're pretty full and voluminous, but I actually loved the way they looked on, so I need to give these a good cleaning so I can use them again. And then these are the Ardell 160s, and as you can tell, they're very natural looking. They kind of look like demi-wispies, although they're just not the shape of demi-wispies. They're very natural looking lashes, and these are also so pretty. If you've been around my channel for a while, you know I am a huge fan of Ardell lashes. And I also bought the Ardell Foam Ink lashes in 810. As you can see, these were also used too, and I need to clean them, but I love the Foam Ink lashes. I wish they would come out with so many more styles because I own, I think, all of them now, and I just love them all. The thing I love about all Ardell lashes is they all have that very flexible band. It feels amazing on, like they feel lightweight. You don't feel like you're wearing heavy lashes. They always look pretty natural on. They last forever. You can clean them and reuse them so many times. I especially love the Foam Ink lashes. I'm wearing the 812s today. But yeah, I am glad to have picked those up because I don't think I've ever seen any of those in stores up in Canada. The next thing was the Milani, I always want to say Amore Pacific. Every single time I talk about these products, I don't know why. It's the Amore Matte Lip Cream. So this is in the shade Pretty, and I die for this. It's so gorgeous. First of all, they smell amazing. Oh, by the way, the Tattoo Junkie smells so good. Like, straight up icing is so good. These are super comfortable. I went out and bought more since then. I've located them close to me, and I really love this formula. One of my absolute favorite liquid lipstick formulas. Color's so nice. It's so pretty. That's the name of it. So that was everything from Ulta. I did buy a couple things. How many things? I don't know, like 2 things from Walmart. The first was a set of sponges from Equate, and it did come with one of the bigger size sponges that was like a bright orange. These are kind of peach colored. That sponge was garbage. I used it in a first impression video. It was like one of those sponges where when you fill it up with water, it doesn't change its shape, and it still is like super hard as a rock. It doesn't bounce at all. It's like total, just throw it out the window. And I'm surprised because the texture of these ones is so good. I don't understand why they just didn't make a big one out of this material, whatever it is, because these I love. Now these little ones here, which are kind of like in the shape of a peach, but they have a flat side, they puff up a little too big to get right in that corner. When you flip it over and use the flat side though under your eye, it's pretty good, but this gets too big to fit right under there with any precision. But this one here is so awesome. The texture, once it's full, is so soft, so bouncy, like so amazing. I would never buy one of those Beauty Blender micro minis. I own one, and this is so much better. Like, even the texture is better than the Beauty Blender kind, and it's so much cheaper. And I love the shape of this. This gets right up in there. You can, like, you know, blend out your concealer, and then what I do is I just flip it over and then I blend out the outer edge of the concealer with the bottom of it. So amazing. I wish I could get these more easily because I would definitely get backups, and to me, even though I had to throw out that big one, it's still worth the price because I get 3 really good sponges for like $5.50 or something like that. The only drawback to these is these are cleaned. Like, these are cleaned with the Beauty Blender brand cleaner, and it does not come out. So these stain really badly. That's the only drawback, but they are clean. You're able to clean them, and so far they haven't ripped or anything. Oh, there were 2 other products from Ulta. I was like, I'm pretty sure I bought more than that. So yeah, I had bought 2 other highlighters. This one is by Maybelline. It's a special limited edition Master Fairy highlight. It doesn't have a shade except it's called 200. And they also came out with a rainbow version, which I also bought, but it's going to be in a future giveaway. I still haven't decided when that will be, but it will definitely be in a giveaway. It was like full on rainbow, like pinks and blues and yellows, you know. This is like versions of purple, so here's on the lighter side, here's on the darker side. You can see it's definitely purple. This side, obviously a little bit more wearable if you wanted to day to day, but I was able to use this like in my Halloween tutorial and it just created a really cool look. So it's fun to have these kind of products on hand for when you want something like that. I mean, I don't really think it's something you're going to use all the time. This Makeup Revolution highlighter in the shade, it's called Shimmer Brick Radiant. I think Radiant is the shade name. I use this as an eyeshadow. I haven't actually used it as a highlighter yet. I really need to pull it into my next Shop My Stash, but I did use it as an eyeshadow and it really didn't last very well as an eyeshadow. There's the 2 different sides, the 2 extremes. Very, very pretty, very intense. I really need to get to use it as a highlighter though, so I'm sorry I can't really give you like a full review on that one. The next stuff was from Walmart. This is almost fully gone. This is the Neutrogena Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover in, why was I just looking for a shade name on eye makeup remover? What the heck? Okay, it's just the Neutrogena Oil-Free Eye Makeup Remover. This is a repurchase. I've bought this so many times, like multiples of these. It's not my favorite, but it's my favorite from the drugstore. It's very gentle on the eyes, and I do always, my skincare routine at night goes like this. Take off eye makeup with a product like that, a specific eye makeup remover. Then I oil cleanse my face with a cleansing oil. Then I go in with like an actual cleanser. So my skin is very clean. And then of course I moisturize and everything. But I definitely take off my eye makeup before anything else. And because I just want to be super gentle on my eyes. I already have fine lines. I don't want to cause any more, you know what I mean? I had also purchased from Hard Candy a couple of these new setting sprays. I have the matte version somewhere around here. I don't like it. I don't like that. To me, it does nothing. It doesn't mattify. It's not like a Urban Decay All Nighter. It's almost like you spray your face and then nothing else happens. So that one I don't like, but this one I do like. This is more comparable to something like Fix Plus, where it's going to, it doesn't necessarily brighten, but it definitely gets rid of any powderiness on your face, and it just, you know, makes you look more like skin, like your makeup is like true skin. I had purchased 2 of the new Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipsticks from L'Oreal. These have the exact same packaging as their Pro Matte Glosses, as they have like 4 different products in this kind of packaging, except this is like a frosted plastic. The shades are really beautiful. This is called Plum Bum. It dries to like this gorgeous fall shade. I love that color. This one is called Milk and Cookies. Did I say they smell really good? Because they do. There's Milk and Cookies. That definitely makes my teeth look super yellow when I wear it. But anyway, it's got this really good pointed paddle brush. I love the applicators on these. They're really, really good. This stuff takes forever to dry down, but once it does dry down, it's set there all day. You're good. You don't need to worry, but it takes like a full 3 or 4 minutes to dry down. Like, it's a long time. The next thing is this from Maybelline. This is a Vivid Hot Lacquer. It's basically like a very pigmented lip gloss. I did wear this once. You guys, stop me from buying lip glosses. I do not need lip glosses. I don't wear them. I don't like them. I don't know why I keep buying them. This one is called Sassy, which is an awesome name. If you are my age, do you remember the magazine Sassy? Because that was like the best magazine ever when you were a teenager in the 90s. I used to love that one. Anyway, it's a really, really, really pretty color. You could see it's super glossy. If you like shiny lips, you'll like these. But it's so messy, and because it's so pigmented, those 2 things do not go together. It smells like candy. It's not my favorite scent, but it definitely smells nice. So yeah, I don't know. I wore it once. I'm never gonna wear that. Like, I just don't wear glosses, especially pigmented ones, unless it's in a video, like for a tutorial, just for a look, you know? And the next couple things were from Sephora. First of all, this is the YSL All Hours Foundation. When I was doing my VIB recommendations, I seriously considered putting this in there, And then I had to check myself, because the only reason I was thinking of it was because it's so new and so many people wonder about this foundation and is it any good. But when I actually had to sit down and think about, would you recommend this? The answer was, I don't know, because I can never remember this foundation. Like literally, if I need to describe this to you, I have to wear it, because I will not remember what it does and what it is and what it's like. So I'm actually wearing it today. You can see it on my face. It is full coverage. It's matte. And that's about all I can remember about this. And I have worn this 15 plus times now. So this is a totally unmemorable foundation. It's one of those foundations where it's not bad, but it doesn't do anything extra or amazing that makes it stick in my head. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Like, it's just one of those things where to review it, I literally have to take notes every time I wear it, because otherwise I will totally forget what it does. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Nude, and I actually have an all-day wear test on this on my channel. It's not very similar to the regular Estee Lauder. It's actually quite a different animal altogether. It's kind of more medium-ish coverage, like it's maybe a step above medium. It's very, very liquidy. It's very hydrating. It does last all day on my oily skin as long as I like blot and repowder, although I do think this is more intended for people with more combo to dry as opposed to combo to oily like I am. But overall I do like it. It gives you a very nice glowy finish, like a very natural skin-like finish, and it looks really nice on. It actually mixes really well with the regular Estee Lauder Double Wear. So if you have that and you feel like it's too matte or too drying sometimes, and you also have this, try mixing them together. I wouldn't say go out and buy this just for that, but try mixing them if you own both of them, because it's a very nice finish. And the very last thing was this from Anastasia. This is the new matte line of liquid lipsticks, and that's all they're called as far as I know, just the matte liquid lipstick. This is in the shade Plumeria, which is a gorgeous, gorgeous deep purple for fall. Well, it's kind of more vibrant than deep, I would say, but I still think you can definitely wear this in the fall. It's very matte, so when you actually apply this, I don't know if you could tell, but it kind of drags. You should be careful. Don't unwind it all the way and then try to put it on, because it will break, like I would assume, because it definitely drags quite a bit. So to put it on takes a little bit of effort, but once it's on for hours, and it will last a very long time. So I actually really love this formula. I bought one more, and I would definitely buy more if the opportunity presented itself. So that is it for my update. As you can see, there's definitely some hits, definitely some misses, and quite a few kind of mehs, M-E-H, you know, meh, in this whole haul, but I definitely wanted to update you guys so that you could get full reviews. I love doing hauls on my channel, and so many of you love them too, because they are viewed, you know, quite well. So I know you like them, but then I also hear feedback from people that you really like it when I come back and review these products. So I do like to do these types of videos from time to time. Sometimes I'll go back much further in the past. Sometimes I'll do a video like this where it's a fairly recent haul, but I definitely want to be able to put these things to use and not just haul them and you never hear about them again. So that is it for today. If you're new around here, definitely subscribe. I'd love to have you around. I put up 3 videos every week, every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And yeah, that's about it. Sometimes I get on a ramble and I just like want to keep talking to you because I feel like very connected, but I have nothing left to say at this point. So that is it for today. I hope you're having a great day. Speak kindly to yourself. I'll see you in my next video.